Welcome to my kitchen. Today I will be making Philly cheesesteak loaded stuffed peppers. For this recipe, I am going to use 1 green pepper, 1 yellow, 1 red, 1 onion, 1 cup of rice, cream cheese, Worcestershire sauce, barbecue sauce, Italian seasoning, salt and pepper. I have a 14-ounce package of beef shaved steak, some olive oil, some mozzarella cheese, and some cheddar cheese. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray my baking pan with a little bit of Pam. I'm using a rack in mine. If you have the rack, it's great. If you don't, it's okay too. And I'm just going to place my peppers on this baking pan. And I'm just going to spritz them with a little bit of olive oil. You don't need a lot, just enough to coat them a little bit. And then I'm going to put these in a preheated 375 degree oven for about 10 minutes. Okay, I have my rice cooking. I'm just doing it by the package instructions. And I have 2 tablespoons of olive oil heated up in my pan. To that, I am going to add I just used a half of that onion. Add that in there. And then I have a few pieces of the pepper from the top that I cut into pieces. I'm going to use that also. And I'm just going to let this cook for 3 to 4 minutes until my onions and peppers are tender. Okay, my onions are just starting to brown, so I'm going to add my shaved steak. This is a 14-ounce package of shaved steak that I did cut a little bit more than what it came as. And I'm just going to let that cook until my steak is just about done. My steak is almost done, so I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And I have 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And then I'm going to use some salt and pepper. You can just do this to taste. And I'm just going to let that cook for about 2 more minutes. Next, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of cream cheese. And just break that up till your steak is all coated. And then I'm going to turn my heat off, and I'm going to add about 1/4 cup of cheddar cheese. And I'm just going to stir that around until that melts. Once the cheese is all melted, I'm just going to add some rice. Probably only going to use about 1/2 cup of rice. You just want to sprinkle it in there just so you can kind of see it. And mix that all in. Okay, I've taken my peppers out of the oven. If they get water in them, just dump the water out before you put the filling in. And I'm just going to put my filling into my peppers. Just want to divide it up evenly. Then I'm just going to take some barbecue sauce and put a little bit on each one and spread that out. You can put as little or as much as you think you like. And just spread it evenly. And then I'm going to top them with some mozzarella cheese. Then I'm going to put these back in my preheated 375 degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes until the cheese starts bubbling. I'll be back and show you what they look like. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes and our peppers are done. This is super easy to make. It smells amazing and something a little different than the usual stuffed pepper. I hope you give it a try. Please consider subscribing to my channel and share with your family and friends who you think might enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll join me on the next one.